Hello, hello. Welcome to my space. I hope you are doing well. So first of all, I apologize if my nails are a little bit green. I did some crafting and I thought that I was very intelligent to take color with the beauty blender, if you know what it is, and so it got deep into my nails. I tried to clean it out a few times, but it's still... This hand is okay, this hand is like... It is what it is, and I'm not done with the crafting, so don't be surprised if you see red, pink, purple, blue. So anyway, I hope you are all doing well. We are going to get into a reading, check what are the energies. I know what deck I want to use to start. This is a fun one. So we will see what comes out. So let's see. Okay, so we have My Trauma, My Healing. Not every shadow work session needs a public announcement. Don't confuse chaos with adventure. Somebody here might think that they are cursed. Okay. Okay, so what I can already see it is that you were here in a connection with someone who might not have given you any peace. Like they always needed excitement, they always created some kind of... Yeah, we are talking here about someone who's not peaceful inside, right? So, this must be a lesson. Not everyone is sent to teach you a lesson. Some people are just dumb. It's written on the card, right? I love it. These cards are so fun. There is here, right, enough. And so, girl, even your tarot deck is tired of him. This is very, very funny. Okay, so somebody cannot release something, have a hard time to release something. Maybe trying to find a lesson. I always say, you know, if you are elevated... when I say elevated, it means that you are aware, self-aware, you are in a healing path since some time. Sometimes, you know, there is no lesson. Sometimes you are the lesson, right? Sometimes the lesson is just to observe yourself, how you are dealing with situations. So there is not always a lesson. So we have here... If you have to pull five cards to justify it, it's a no. Interesting, it is in the 7th position, which is the position of healing. There is divine timing here in the 8th position, so something might be shifting now. As said, I kind of feel that there is some kind of energy shift. And we have here, you know, that is all about validation, drama, ego. Okay, so this explains why this person that you had some kind of relationship with, they were restless, right? They always needed things to be like you couldn't get to a peaceful place, because it's not a person that is peaceful inside. And so they are creating in their environment all kind of movements, right? Some people are very agitated by peace. And this is why also people might be agitated by you if you are at peace, right? Because when you are at peace, in fact, you don't absorb their vibrations. And so it just goes back to them. And so it agitates them double, you understand? They are sending you their energy, and you are just not taking it. So it just goes back, you know. It's like when somebody is trying to insult you, but with a big smile. You know, if you don't react to it, I tend to, I don't always succeed to do it, but very often, you know, when they are trying to be passive aggressive, so I receive it like a compliment, you know. So I'm saying, like they are saying, yeah, you know, you looked good yesterday, for example, yeah? And I say, oh, thank you, this is so nice. You know, when in fact they wanted to say, today you look like shit, but I do like if I don't understand. And so they are just getting more agitated, right? Because whatever they said, I didn't receive it the way that they wanted. So, anyway, okay, so there is some kind of divine timing here. Considering the position of the card, it is the eighth place, it is karma, what goes around comes around. We have the divine here, so it truly insists for me on karma, right? So you might just have left things to the divine, and so this is kind of a confirmation. Sorry, this is a confirmation. Yes, I'm taking care of it. It's okay. My rhythm might not be yours. Trust me. There is a to-do list, right? I know what I'm doing. It's okay. It's fine. So, kind of feel here that somebody should have released. This also invites me to talk about the fact that no answer is an answer, and I know how frustrating it may be, right? When somebody doesn't give you the answers, but it's very important to try to release of why I don't get the answer, what should I do to get an answer. Understand that you won't get your answer, and truly answer to yourself in the best way possible, right? So if, for example, you were dealing with a narcissist, the best way to help you, it is not to feed the love bombing, you know, the images that you have in your mind about everything that was beautiful, right? To truly see the imbalance, your emotional imbalance in the connection, feeling yourself in the now. Do I feel good now? No. Do I feel safe now? Do I feel that I'm getting the answers that I need now? No. So observe who you are now, and this is your answer. In a healthy relationship, it's not, you know, a boat sailing on a flat surface all the time, right? But being this in this insecurity, this kind of agitation inside, this by itself says a lot, right? Because you might have someone who, you know, they need time or they need something, but then they express it. They say, listen, right now I need some kind of time because I am agitated or I need to sort something out. But, you know, okay, so there is here truly, we have two cards of needing to let go. And the enough here is also in the sixth place, which is what must be done, right? So it's truly like there is some kind of release. Six is also related to Mercury, so it might be very deep in somebody's mind. There might be some kind of overthinking here. Okay. If they wanted to, they would, period. I don't agree with this phrase in general, right? But what I want to say about this, it is that at the end of the day, it doesn't matter, right? It doesn't matter if they wanted to, they didn't want to. I don't agree with that because as a healer, I know that sometimes people want and they don't. And think about yourself. Are you doing everything that you want to do? No, right? So those are the kind of phrases that we need to get rid of. But here, what it is telling me, it is that there is a situation here with something that needs to be released. Someone may be waiting for something to happen when they have to take a decision. We might be talking about you, we might be talking about somebody else. Yeah. Okay. With the driving energy here, we have this energy of I'm cursed. Why is it always the same? Why is it happening over and over and over again? The situations might be very different. If you are surrounded by toxic people who are um, making a smear campaign on you, this might explain a lot, right? So they are intervening in your life for people to react the same way over and over again. What I want to say about that, it is that if you carry this energy of thinking, that you are cursed, and honestly speaking, you might have a smear campaign on you, and truly people trying to put a lot of negativity on you, trying to block you, all those kind of things. At the end of the day, the best thing that you can do, it is not carry this energy on you. The best way to combat this, it is not to drawn into this belief, right? Even if it's true, that people are trying to block you, right? Don't carry it on yourself. This is energetically, if you carry it on yourself, you are taking the curse on you, right? If you refuse it, you are sending it back. So you have to refuse it, even if you feel that this is an energy that is in your life. So 1 second. Yeah, I kind of feel here, right, that you might be dealing here with a trauma bond, right? You might be dealing with a narcissist, somebody here that have confused you, they have love bombed you. But the awakening here comes of understanding, right? What you are dealing with. There is a lot of talk about narcissism, and I think that it's very, very important because narcissistic people are truly drawn towards very empathetic, loving, caring, understanding people, and people that are usually in a very, very good place, right? Because a narcissist has a lot of ego, so they won't go towards someone who doesn't have some kind of majesty about them, right? This is the energy that they want to vampirize. So I think that it's very, very important to understand, because when you are in this energy of the empath and the understanding and the loving and all those kind of things, you might not even understand that people might be acting this way. So it's important to understand that I kind of feel here truly a smear campaign and a trauma bond. And the outcome here, the integration that needs to happen, it is understanding here narcissism. Very, very important, right? So if you are feeling that maybe you are cursed, if you are obsessively thinking about someone, please try to understand, educate yourself on narcissism. If you are not, you can find a lot of things online. If you prefer to read, there are books. I also wrote a book about that. So if you are interested, you can go in the text box, of the video, the description box, down. You have, I wrote 3 books, but one of them is truly about narcissism. It's written, so you will see. So, this being said, so, I'm also saying that because this must be a lesson. No, right? If you are dealing with a narcissist, the lesson might simply be that you need to educate yourself on some kind of people that are acting from a different place, and if there is a lesson, it might be the opposite of what you think. So you might think that you you know, because people who are very understanding and all those kind of things, very often they think that they need to learn to be more tolerant, even though they are too tolerant already, and all those kind of things. So if there is some kind of lesson, it might simply be to stop being so understanding, being so tolerant, giving so much space to other people's needs, understanding that some people are liars, manipulators, they are using your empathy and all those kind of things, right? Makes me laugh. It's written here, you're just dumb. No, but you might be truly, you know, dealing with someone that you overestimate, right? This might be the thing. So here, considering everything that I'm seeing, they are not busy. They are intentionally trying to make you overthink, right? They want you to be insecure. They want to destroy your identity. This is what they are doing, right? So, you might be thinking that you can help this person heal. It's not the case, right? This person, in the beginning of the relationship, they might have been very loving, very caring, and sharing with you all kind of trauma that they have been through, and telling you that their exes, they were all crazy, and so they are so happy to meet someone like you because you seem so different. So just for you to understand the reason why they are being this way, right? They are not their authentic self. They are trying to, first of all, know what are your triggers. When they are opening and being vulnerable, they are not vulnerable because everything is fake, right? But it is in order to invite you to be vulnerable, right? So they will know what are the buttons that they can push when they need it, because it's all about pride and control here. And also, it is for them to be able to tell you, you know, if they start to act jealous, for example, in this love bombing phase, they will tell you that somebody has cheated on them. I cannot guarantee you, but chances are that it's not true, right? They cheated on somebody else, but they are saying that so that they can justify their jealousy, right? They can tell you afterwards, you know, I'm sorry that I'm so possessive and I'm so jealous, but you know what I've been through, I'm traumatized. It's no excuse, you know, even if it is true, it is no excuse. Then you go and you heal, right? You cannot put the pressure on me to make me walk on eggshells, feel uncomfortable to be myself and speak with people just because you have a trauma. So you go and you take care of your trauma. I'm not your emotional punching bag, you know? If somebody doesn't feel safe, so they shouldn't be in a relationship. You don't have to dim yourself in order for someone to be safe, right? We had a lot of readings about narcissism. I don't know if we had lately. I don't think so. But I guess that maybe somebody needs to hear this. Yeah. With the don't confuse chaos with adventure here, this for me, it is the trauma bond, right? So if you haven't been here before, just understand that there is a high, low, high, low, high, low that the narcissist is doing, right? It is in order to create a hormonal imbalance in you, right? So you have the beautiful hormones of happiness, and when you are truly feeling safe and you are feeling happy and you are all open, then they are tearing the rug under your feet, creating the hormones of stress. And this is in fact a hormonal addiction that they are creating inside of you. This is the trauma bond. We are talking truly about a hormonal addiction. This is also why it is so difficult to get rid of that, right? So, this is truly what I feel here, right? So no, they are not busy, they are just pretending to be busy. You are not cursed. They are speaking behind your back to people, telling that you are weird, that you are this, that you are that, and that you are that. And it's just in order for you to feel isolated more and more and more, because this is what they want. They want you to be isolated, right? So yeah, the lesson as said here, the lesson it is to stop adapting yourself to others, to stop dimming yourself, to stop walking on eggshells, to stop adapting yourself to other people's traumas. I'm saying traumas like this because here in this case there is no trauma, right? It is, there is a trauma, right? But like all the stories that they told you, it's all manipulation, it's all bullshit, right? So listen, you might even be sick of yourself, right? So just let me tell you that if it's the case, right, and you don't understand why you cannot release, this is the reason why you cannot release, because there is an addiction here. So you will think about it over and over again, and so the love bombing phase images when you were in a dream world, when they were trying to hype up your hormones of happiness, this will come to your mind all the time. What you need to do is simply to push it to the side. Don't nourish those thoughts, you know? So anyway, it needs help. You need understanding and you need help. So I wrote a self-healing guide for the people who feel that they have a hard time finding the words and go to therapy. So it can help you. But anyway, if you don't want to have my book, online there are a lot of things that might help you, right? Which are not self-healing guides, but they will still help you. Because often we get out of those connections being very, very confused, right? Very confused. So, this being said, let's see why this is coming out. What I need to tell you about the situation. Just a reminder, this is a collective reading, which means that it's a group reading, which means that it might be for you, it might be partly for you, and it might not be for you. So please take what resonates, leave the rest. Don't take on yourself a story that is not yours. You are already, this is already supposed to reflect on something that you know. I'm just here in order to give you a little bit more information, insights or confirmation about something that you are aware of. If I am talking about masculines or feminines, I'm not especially talking about the gender. I'm talking about the energy from where someone is operating. So please apply it however it applies in your story. And this can be past, present, or future. Okay, so let's see here. Oof. Yes, listen, you might be in a very, very miserable place right now, right? We have the Five of Pentacles here. This is what they want. They want you to be isolated. They want you to be miserable. It makes them feel good. We have the smear campaign card here. The Knight of Swords in reverse. They are doing everything in order for you to be isolated. Yeah, confusion. Very, very confused. Let me just see that you can see all the cards. Yes, you can. Listen. The reason why they are smear campaigning you, right? They want you to be isolated. The reason why, it is because first of all, they want you to be weak because it makes them feel strong. And also, they are afraid of what you could reveal to other people about them. So they are doing everything in their power for other people not to want to deal with you, or if they are dealing with you and you are talking about what is happening in the connection, nobody will listen to you, nobody will trust you. They will make you feel like you are uh, exaggerating, you are too sensitive, you are mentally unstable, all those kind of things, right? The very sad part it is that if you are dealing here with a narcissist, in the beginning, when they met the people in your life, they said about you beautiful things. You know, they might have posted you online saying that you are the love of their life and it's amazing and it's beautiful. And you might have thought, wow, this person is serious about me. Might be that they just posted the pictures online in order to hurt their ex. I'm sorry to tell you. It was also a phase of the love bombing, so it's both advantage for this person. And so in the beginning they are saying that everything is beautiful, everything is amazing, and you are amazing, and you are the most amazing person, because very soon after they will start to say, you know, I don't know, there is something weird about this person, I worry about them. And because in the beginning they were so hyping you up, and then they shift, people are listening to them, you know, because they know that in the beginning this person was so much into you, so they think that this person is coming from a loving place, when in fact everything is manipulation, everything is ego here, right? Here, ego. So yeah, there is this smear campaign. There is here confusion with the Seven of Cups. Five of Pentacles, yeah, you might feel isolated, you might feel rejected, you might not understand what's going on. And this is what is going on. Very interesting. We have a card here that came out. I will put it back, but it was the Six of Wands, which is very, very interesting, right? Because the Six of Wands, it is talking. There is a lot of ego here, right? It is someone who has a success, but it's not about the success. It's about the fact that other people are admiring them, supporting them. You know, it's like a public recognition. The public recognition. This is the Six of Wands here, right? So it fell on the floor, so it kind of fell like this. I will put it back, but it's very interesting that this is the card that fell here. So let's see. What should the collective be aware of this situation? What should I speak about? Tell me more here, please. The Hangman. Okay, I love to see the Hangman. This is seeing things from a new perspective. Aha moment. Okay. So listen. We might be talking about this reading. If you are new here, it's the first time that you are hearing about all those kind of things. And if you are new here, hi, welcome. So it might be this reading, or it might be that you have awakened to the fact that you are dealing with someone who is acting from a very narcissistic place. The Hangman, seeing things from a new perspective. This is very, very important. We have an aha moment here, understanding something. And what you might have understood, it is in fact that you were dealing here with somebody who was extremely manipulative, right? The Magician in reverse, this is a manipulator. Yeah, you cannot trust anything that they are saying. Nothing, right? I don't know why I feel like shuffling all the time. Maybe because we are talking about a narcissist, I want to clean the... Okay. Ten of Wands. Okay, so I'm talking to someone here who might still be truly suffering from this situation. You might have awakened to the truth now, and you are putting burdens down, or you might be realizing that you have carried a lot of burdens that you shouldn't have, right? So I invite you to put down the burdens. Listen, whatever this person has said to you about yourself, right? Nothing is true. Nothing is relevant. If they told you that you are too sensitive, if they told you that you are unhealed, if they told you that you are insecure, if they told you that you are difficult, if they told you all of those things, right? If they even told you that you are the narcissist, the only fact that you are questioning yourself, this shows that you are not the narcissist. You understand? So, very, very important. You have to understand that you were dealing here with someone who was using their words in order to protect their ego. They don't speak the truth. They don't care. They don't care about hurting you. And I will tell you, even it's worse, right? But it's so important to understand. They want to hurt you. They want to hurt you. Because if you bring up something that is bothering you, in their mind, it is, who the fuck do you think you are? You think that you can tell me that I need to adapt myself to you? There is a lot of double standards, right? This is why it also fucks up your mind. Because they are expecting things from you, but they are not giving anything to you, right? Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, this is talking about comfort, independence, reaping the fruits of your labor. Let me see here why this Nine of Pentacles came out. I kind of feel like this is talking, the message here, it is for me to tell you that you were great before you met them. Remember that. This is talking about independence. Independence, it's talking about comfort, it's talking about enjoyment, enjoying the fruit of your labor. So just, I kind of feel that the message here that I need to tell you, it is, remember who you were before you met them, right? Tell me more here, please. The Nine of Pentacles, why did it come out? Yeah, listen, before you met them, right? It's so interesting. Wait, first of all, Five of Pentacles here, right? They want you to be miserable, right? Remember that you were not miserable. You were not miserable, and you can take yourself back to this place. I'm saying it's so interesting because while I was shuffling, I was looking here on this, I don't know how we call it. You know, this animal that is very, very, very slow. The energy of the Pentacles is very slow. And this card is talking about building yourself slowly. Truly. It takes time. It's slow. Right? So here, we have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Right? So you might feel right now that you are stuck. Right? You might feel that you are stuck. You might feel that I should already be over it. And I kind of feel that I need to remind you, first of all, that remember who you were before you met them, right? And also you need to be patient with yourself, because I don't want to depress anyone. I just want to be very, very realistic here. It takes years to totally get over a relationship with a narcissist, right? It takes, truly. Sometimes I have people, yes, but it's 4 months, it's been 6 months, and I'm still in the same place, and I'm still hurt, and I'm still thinking about them obsessively. I can still not go towards somebody else. It's very, very normal. It doesn't mean that during those years, 2 years, 3 years, right? Nothing is happening. A lot is happening inside, right? A lot is happening. But it might feel stagnant, right? But it's not. It's not stagnant. One day, you will wake up and suddenly you will realize, you know what? Yesterday, in fact, I also thought about something else. In the beginning, this is what it will be, right? And then suddenly you get out of it, right? But right now, if you feel totally stuck and you have no knowledge about narcissism, I truly invite you to get it. It will help you. It won't make your thoughts go down, but it will help you organize your thoughts, right? Which is important because right now you can be overwhelmed, overthinking all the time, and feeling truly that you are in a loop. It will help you organize those thoughts, know how to answer to those thoughts, right? But to trust and believe that slowly, you will get out of it, right? But it takes time. You have to be patient. You truly have to be patient. Tell me more here, please. Tell me more here, please. What should the collective be aware of? What do you want me to talk about? Oh, no. The Queen of Swords in reverse. We are talking here very critical, very judgmental, very cold. This truly, it's truly, at the beginning they are saying that you are the most amazing person. They have never felt this way. It's so amazing, And then they start by being passive aggressive. In the beginning they are not just insulting you. They are not just being like, they are truly starting to attack you the moment that you are starting to question their behavior. Until then, they are just, it's passive aggressive. But because they were idealizing you so much, it's truly scary. And then they take, sometimes they don't even say anything, but, in the beginning, they were answering immediately and suddenly they don't. They want to create this emotional imbalance inside of you. This is what they want. We are talking here about somebody that, at the end of the day, they hate themselves. But because they don't admit that they hate themselves, that they are fearful, that they are fragile, they are trying to control the world around them, and they hate everybody, right? They are resentful towards everybody. Yeah. It's all about them. It is all about their balance. And when we are talking about their balance, we are talking about their ego, the devil. Somebody obsessive, what they want, it is people to be caged, and yes, they don't act the same way with their close people and other people, and even in their close people, there are some people that they are with them in one way, and some people that they are another way, right? Everything is calculated with them, right? When they feel very comfortable with someone, when they feel that there is truly an emotional attachment, then they show their true face. But with all the rest, they are being behind their mask. This is what they are doing. Yes, so they are obsessive. They want you to be bonded, trauma bonded. They want to have control over you, right? The devil. It's kind of terrible, yeah, because here the three cards that came out, their balance comes from being cold, being mean, being judgmental, and doing it obsessively. Trying to control you by being mean to you. In fact, they're in a dialogue, right? That they don't want to hear about themselves, those narcissists that are going in front of the mirror, right? And they are making muscles and they are looking at themselves like talking to the mirror. I love myself. I look so good. I am this and I am that. In fact, it is to give a contra to their inner dialogue, in fact, that they are trying to shut down, that are full of self-hate. And so this hate, this is what they are taking out on you. You know, the Queen of Swords is critical, judgmental, very, very, very ugly. And here's their balance. Their balance is in feeling strong because they can destroy you, because they can put you in a cage. This is their balance. The Four of Pentacles in reverse. And our dear Queen of Pentacles in reverse. I need more information here. The Truth. Okay, here I truly take it like opportunism. You know what's crazy, right? Because they are attracted by people where there is some kind of something that is in it for them, right? This is what I explained before, that they want to get close to people that they admire, that are strong, that they have something. They are opportunistic, those people, right? It's all about opportunism. So they are attracted because they are opportunistic, and so they can take something from you, right? There is some kind of advantage for their power, their status. You reflect the good on them, but instead of supporting you, it's not what they are doing. They are destroying you because they want to feel superior to you. So at the beginning, you know, there is this opportunism of you will reflect well on me, right? And then later on, in fact, they are destroying you. And so they are destroying you, but you still need to appear the way that you were when they met you. They will destroy you, insult you, telling you that you are never good enough, right? And then they might tell, no, but it's because I love you, it's because I want to push you. Absolutely not. So they are destroying you, and then they are making you feel guilty because you are losing life. You are losing life inside of you. Very often they are also attracted by people that are full of life, you know, people that have an energy, that they are getting into a space, people are looking at them, and they are destroying your life and your light, and they are blaming you for that, right? I want to understand here what's going on with this Four of Pentacles. Because this is saying that they are releasing something out of opportunism. This is what I understand here. Tell me about this Four of Pentacles in reverse. Four of Pentacles in reverse. Listen. Yeah, they are letting you go, right? We have the smear campaign here. Once again, we had it here, right? It comes again, and they are working very, very hard on this smear campaign because they are trying to maintain their image. This is all about status, power, and image, right? Okay. Yeah, this is mastering the art of the smear campaign. This is what we are talking about here. Okay. Tell me more here, please. They are going to every person that they can, that you know, people of your past, right? Lying about you. This is what they are doing. This is what they are doing, right? Making up stories about you. Presenting themselves as a hero, right? You understand now that when they told you that all their exes were crazy, were unstable, were this, were that, right? You understand now what's going on? And trust and believe that they got into relationship after relationship after relationship after relationship. They are immediately getting into a new relationship. And truly, they are posting it online because they want to hurt their ex. And they also know that it will flatter you, right? Yeah. They are not always doing that, but they are very often doing that. Give me one more here, please. Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Yes, listen, this was never a good investment. It was not. It was not. I know that they made you believe a beautiful future. They made you believe that you are the problem, that you are all this, all that, and all that. You know? Yeah, it was a very bad investment. Tell me more here, please. Yeah, look. But you know what I kind of feel here? This is why it took me a second, because I kind of feel that we are getting at this place where people might not trust them anymore. I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure about that. I kind of feel that it might be different for many people, but I kind of feel here we have the divine timing here, right? We have the divine timing, and when I saw this card, the message that came to my mind, it is all the work, because we saw the Eight of Pentacles. This is hard working. This is truly putting in the work. Having this Seven of Pentacles in reverse coming right after, for me, this is saying, you know, they might be putting in a lot of work, but I kind of feel that this might mean that it's not truly working. And then we have the Ace of Cups in reverse. This talks about being guilty, right? Being guilty. Not always, but here it kind of feels like, yeah, they are guilty. They are not coming from their heart space. It's not what it is. They are not innocent. They are not coming, you know, from a pure heart, from a pouring heart. It's not. And we have now the Six of Wands that came out in reverse. This is the card that fell on the floor. So they are not getting the support of the community, right? But they might also be telling, because here we were truly in the smear campaign, they might also be telling that you are a bad investment, that your heart is not pure, and that you are a loser. So I kind of feel that we might have people that are on very different timelines. If this is what is happening to you right now they are going to people and they are lying to people about you, right? Saying that you are a very bad investment, that you are mentally unstable, that you are mean maybe, that you did all kind of things that you didn't do, you know, trying to have people not support you anymore, right? They're trying to isolate you, right? What I want to tell you, it is that you will get to the place where people will see who they are, right? And people will understand what's going on. And during this time, you know, it might be very, very painful, but at the end of the day, right, you can use this time in order to heal, you know? So you might think, yeah, it's the worst thing possible because now I'm overthinking all the time, all the time, all the time. But at the end of the day, even if you would be with people, the overthinking would be there, right? Because it is so, it's truly an addiction. It's like it doesn't matter where you are or what you do. It is always there in your mind. It's always heavy. And at the end of the day, talking with people, it won't help you. It won't help you, right? So if you see that you have no one to talk to, just, uh, take it out. You need to take out all those thoughts, right? But you can just write them down. And if you cannot find the words, then you can also craft, You can draw your emotions if you have a hard time to put the words on it. You can take care of yourself. You can do things that make you feel good. Learn new things, for example. Um, you know, take this period with resilience and seeing that maybe at the end of the day, maybe it might even be a present in some kind of way. Um, a moment for healing, right? So I'm not saying that the situation is a present, but you can turn it into some kind of something that is positive for you. This is what I mean, right? I'm not saying that the situation is a present because it's truly not. Yeah, the Judgment in reverse, the Nine of Cups here, yeah. Working on reminding yourself who you are, go after your dreams, even if you don't have the impulse, but you can occupy your thoughts also by thinking about what you want to do next, bring new things into your life. If you were in this relationship, it was very intense, and now you don't have this relationship, right? So, because with those people, they are cleansing everything, so suddenly you find yourself totally alone with all this time, right? So you can truly, concentrate on yourself, love on yourself. It's very important, right? We have the Judgment here in reverse. I will see what else here with the Judgment in reverse. I kind of feel here that this is truly about cleansing all the things, right, that they said about you. Tell me more here, please, about the Judgment in reverse. The Nine of Swords. Yeah, this is talking about being extremely stressed out, fearful, stressed out, anguish. This is what you might feel right now, right? Your work now, it is truly to cleanse yourself of all those false beliefs that they put in your mind during all this time, right? Everything that they forced into your mind, you have been brainwashed. Brainwashed in order to serve the ego of somebody else, right? So what I feel that I need to tell you now, it is you truly have to revisit your inner dialogue and your self-judgment. Remember that you were dealing with someone who was just talking out of manipulation. There is nothing that they said that was true, right? It was all in order to serve them. And the more you are gaslighting yourself, the stronger they are, because the more you are malleable, right? They can do of you whatever they want if you doubt yourself, right? Okay, tell me more here, please. Listen. Emotional manipulation, and somebody very, very controlling. Somebody, this is a tyrant. Listen, I have no other... yeah. This is someone domineering, ruthless, selfish, self-centered. They need to be in control. They have a hard time controlling their own feelings and emotions. This is somebody power hungry. Power hungry, and what they are doing, it is emotionally manipulating other people. This is what they are doing, right? They are trying here to maintain some kind of control of the situation. They are very, very fearful of what people would think about them if they saw them for who they truly are, right? And this would happen if people love you and admire you and see you for who you are, a loving person, right? So because I kind of feel that it might be difficult for them to paint you as somebody truly ugly, maybe they can to some people, right? People that don't know you. But people that know you, you know, yeah, they might say that you are fake. But if they cannot paint you as somebody truly karmic, you know, a horrible person because of your energy, so what they might do, it is say that you are mentally unstable, that you have addiction problems, that you are very insecure, and that this is ruining the relationship. You know, a narcissist, they are never at fault, right? So they are either the hero or the victim. So if they need to explain why you are not together anymore, they are a victim, right? And if they can be a victim and a hero at the same time, you know, I'm so worried about them. This is why I'm coming to talk to you, because I am worried. I think that they have a mental health issue. And even though we are not together, I want you to know that, because I want you to take care of them. You understand? They are doing three things at the same time. First of all, they present themselves as a hero. Two, they are controlling the narrative. And three, they will make you feel isolated because a person will approach you and they will talk to you as if you are mentally unstable when you are absolutely not. You are enraged because you were dealing here with somebody abusive. You understand? Okay, let's go to closure here. Let's go to closure here. Tell me more, hey, please. Closure. Yeah. Listen. Remember who you are, right? They were attracted to you because you are abundant, because of your essence, right? Because you see the sun here. You see all the abundance with those sunflowers. This also represents your energy, right? Happy. This is what they wanted to destroy, right? This is what they wanted to take from you. They wanted to have control over you because they saw you as superior. If they could dim you and be above you and control you, then they feel that they are the king of the jungle, and this is what they wanted. The king of the world, right? This is what they wanted, right? So just remember who you were before. Be patient with yourself, right? If you have a hard time controlling your feelings right now, it is totally normal. It is totally normal. You have been under abuse, and it's a very, very serious kind of abuse. And it's very destructive because it is so sneaky, right? It is so sneaky. And when you are over it, you are even not over it because they don't allow you to get over it, right? So be patient with yourself, be kind with yourself. If you have no one to talk to, it is not a bad thing. First of all, as said, you might go to a therapist, go to some, yeah. But also you can, you know, for the moment, what you need to do, it is purge, right? And understand what you were dealing with. I hope that it was helpful, right? I will just see if there is anything more here. Yeah, the sun. I was just talking, right, about the sunflowers here. Look, right? All of this, it is for you not to doubt yourself. It is for you to understand what you have been through, right? Yeah, they want you stuck. They are not giving you closure because they want you stuck. They want you unhappy, right? This is what they want. They don't want anything to come towards you, right? They want you to be totally isolated. They want people to act weirdly with you, right? Listen, this is conditional love, right? In reverse, it is still conditional love, huh? It doesn't change the fact that it is still conditional love, right? But apparently you might have started to react in some kind of way. Yeah, they want you to be totally defenseless. This is what they want. They want you to act reckless. Yeah, they are painting you as if you are totally unstable, right? This is what they are doing here. This is what they are doing. Yeah, they want to totally block you. This is the intention, totally block you. Yeah. Yeah, they want people not to deal with you. This is what they want. But listen, let me just remind you that during this time you are going towards calmer waters, right? Now you are just dealing with the, you were holding yourself, not breathing for months and months and months when you were in this relationship, right? Maybe years even. You couldn't breathe, right? So now this person is gone. You might still be in this holding yourself. It will take time for you to feel safe again, but it will happen. It takes time. You see, it takes time. Be patient with yourself, right? And don't be afraid. You will get out of it. I know that it might feel like it will never end, but it will. It totally will, right? You have to keep your faith up. You are a boss, you are a leader. The reason why they wanted you, it is because of who you are, right? And they destroyed you because they needed to feel superior to you. So listen, I hope that it was helpful. I hope that it was healing. I hope that it gave you some kind of insight that you might have needed. That's it. I leave it here. I'll see you in the comments. Until very, very soon. Bye.